Hello! So, in the subject academic writing, my team and I are going to present about the systematic literature review of anxiety, motivation, and teacher-related factors influencing English speaking performance among junior high school EFL students. So, I'm going to introduce my teammate. The first one is Sakti Pradiptasari with the student ID number 65, and then the second is Alfi Mainur Hidayah with the student ID number 68, and then myself Itara Manita with the student ID number 71, and then Ataya Rahma Aulia with the student ID number 73. So let's continue with the background, or we can say it as research problem. Actually, speaking is a key skill in English learning, requiring students to integrate linguistic knowledge, psychological readiness, and communication strategies in a real-time situation. And for junior high school especially, strong speaking ability is not only part of the curriculum but also important for future opportunities, because as we know that speaking it's totally relate for any other job in the future, right? However, many still struggle with hesitation, low confidence, anxiety, limited fluency, and fear of making mistakes. These issues actually stem not only from lack of vocabulary or even grammar, but also from psychological, social, and environmental factors. Previous studies often discuss these factors separately, indicating the need of integrated view. Therefore, this study aims to, the first one is identify internal factors influencing student speaking performance, and then the second is about analyze external factors affecting their willingness to speak, and then the third is explore how both factors interact to shape speaking outcomes in the classroom. So that's all about the background and research problem, and the next will be presented with my friends.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tara Maulia, and I will explain about methods. So in this study, we use systematic literature review, or SLR, to conduct our research, and the methods is to synthesize previous studies on internal and external factors affecting or influencing junior high school speaking performance for English as a foreign language. So this review also guided by Prisma framework to establish a transparent and structured process. So to make it easier for us to examine the studies, we use Prisma framework, and also we focuses on review empirical studies, especially in anxiety, motivation, and teacher related. And we already compiled 10 permanent empirical studies for analysis, and also we found these studies on Google Scholar, nationally accredited journals, and ERIC, or etc.
Hello, I'm Septiana Pradiptasari with student number G1E023065. So here I'm going to show you about our findings we got from our research. So mainly our focus is about to answer two questions, which the first one, what psychological factors such as anxiety, motivations, or self-confidence must affect junior high school students' willingness to speak English. So we have compiled 10 relevant studies from various journals such as English teaching journals and educational journals. And we got a diagram here. We can see that there are some factors that affect junior high school students' speaking skills. There is anxiety, low motivation, lack on confidence, personality, and limited vocabulary. So we can see that the highest percentage is 80% is on anxiety. So it reveals that mostly the studies are agreed that anxiety is the most influential psychological factors affecting junior high school students' willingness to speak. And then move to the second question. How do teaching methods and speaking activities reduce or increase anxiety levels among EFL learner? So, teaching methods and speaking activities has a strong connection with the level of students' anxiety in speaking English. Uh, it also play a crucial role in shaping students' skills as an English foreign learner. And also, research consistently shows that supportive, student centered, and low error corrections can significantly reduce the level of anxiety that the students have, while the teacher centered and a lot of error corrections will increase it.
Now that the key findings have been presented, I, Alfie, will explain the main challenges encountered during the systematic literature review. First, there was a limited number of studies focusing specifically on junior high school learners, which reduced the availability of highly targeted evidence. Second, access limitation meant that some relevant articles could not be retrieved in a full text due to paywalls, excluding potentially valuable insight. Third, the studies use a wide variety of research methods and instruments, such as using interview, using questionnaires, quantitative survey, and even some use mixed method approaches, making direct comparison more complex. Finally, uneven reporting was observed, as several studies did not clearly present sample characteristic, instrument, or their data analysis, which made systematic extraction more challenging. As a result, this obstacle affected the comprehensiveness of the review.
Okay, for the next steps, we aim to finish the research by completing full academic paper. We will examine in depth the previous studies that have been collected. Moreover, we must identify and articulate the specific research gaps and methodological limitation revealed by the synthesis. After finishing the analysis, we can focus on the main task to write the full paper, specifically developing the results and providing comprehensive conclusion and also the recommendation. So, our goal is to finish the whole paper and
Okay, move to the second slide, references. So here are the list of the journals that we use as our resources to compile our study.